Alright guys, I just want to talk to you about the Duplo Cars and Trucks Classic set, the one that you see here. And of course, the first thing you might notice are these three vehicles out front. And I don't blame you, because these are pretty cool pieces. This one in particular has got this cool spoiler piece here, racing decals there, and then the slope piece to make it look like a fast car, so that's pretty awesome. This one in particular, you can actually take off those pieces, so that was a custom-made car, and at the bottom of it is just a base plate with the wheels. And then the two behind it actually come with the chassis, so this one is red, it's attached to that red piece, and then on top of it they built this Volkswagen looking Beetle using these slope pieces here, the two yellow pieces and the one on top. And then it's got this cool storage bin with the blue suitcase carrying the family's luggage. This one's pretty awesome, probably my favorite piece, with this towing truck piece here, so that's awesome. And in front of it is this blue slope piece as well, which comes in very handy for the car builds. And this one also attached to the blue part at the bottom there. And you do have these two extra blue slope pieces here that you can add on to your car to make it even bigger. Alright, next behind that they have the starting line. So you'll see this cool like traffic light looking piece. This one's saying it's green for go. And then of course the numbers here counting down, symbolizing the countdown there, 3, 2, 1. And you've got this cool character here with the starting flag. And you do have this other character that comes in the set, and she's holding this awesome wrench piece, which I'll show you is used in a really cool build at the end there. As with a lot of Duplo sets, you'll get a lot of extra pieces that aren't necessarily tied to the theme, but of course are awesome in their own right. And this one, you have these brown pieces that kind of make up the trunk of this tree, made using these green slope pieces here, and then this awesome bee piece at the top there. You also have these flower pieces, and there's actually two more that I'll show you there, and this green base plate. So that's awesome. That'll help add to the scenes that you create. And of course, as you can see here, several more extra pieces that weren't even used that are included in the set. And I'd like to point out just the variety of colors that you get as well. So definitely a lot of pieces in here. You can build a whole lot of different stuff for this. Alright guys, so as with a lot of Duplo sets, this one does come with a manual giving you some building ideas to get you inspired, so I'm going to show you some of those right now. Alright guys, so here's kind of one example of what you can do with the car pieces. So there's an example of the other blue slope that you can use to make a truck like this. Looks like he's delivering some flowers to this flower shop here in the back for this owner here. So, alright, so here's another great use of the custom attire piece to make this tow truck type vehicle. It almost looks like a crib actually, but nevertheless, here's a great way to showcase how you can use that tow piece to carry blocks around like this. All right, here's a great example of what you can do with the green pieces. So this looks like a cactus in the background with some flowers growing on it. And then here's just another great example of how you can build a custom car with the yellow piece and that green flag there. Probably the one example that really sold me on this set is this right here, this tanker truck looking thing. And it's a great example of how you can combine the two wheel pieces, this one in particular, the blue and red piece, using that blue slope in the front to create the look of a truck, and then the other slope pieces, the yellow and the blue, to create the tank in the back. All right, and here's a cool finish line scene with the car showing the place that they made in the race using the number pieces. And then, of course, the finish line archway using that racing decal and the flag up top. All right, and just another example of how you can build a tree using the brown pieces as the trunk of the tree and the green pieces for the leaves. And last but certainly not least, this is such a cool little scene here. It looks like they're in a car shop. A little girl with a wrench working on the red car up top. Suitcase acting as a toolbox. They use the black wheel piece there as a kind of thing to slide under the car. And then, of course, the tow truck piece to kind of finish out the scene. Alright guys, so that's the Duplo Classic Cars and Trucks build, so definitely check it out if your kid is into cars, trucks, anything with wheels on it really, and even if they want to start building trees out. I mean, there's so much that comes in with the set, so definitely check it out today.